When it comes down to these leftovers, they're always going to hit better the next day. I bet everybody that say they don't eat leftovers always eat Thanksgiving leftovers. I bet that. A good time. And don't judge callaloo if you never tried it. Don't judge it. And even if you tried it and you don't like it, that's okay. I didn't like grits at first. You got sent home from work, but you still got to be a mother. I went home, I took a nap, some meds, and I still got to come out and be a mother. Thanksgiving is still a couple of days away. Yes. But God, don't you tell me you can't do it, 'cause I know you're working out all the miracles I've seen. Too good to not believe you're the wonder working God. Over everything I've seen, you're too good to not believe. After I told y'all the Terraflu and the green tea worked for me like a miracle overnight, y'all, other symptoms appeared. Okay, the symptoms I was talking about at the time was my throat, the sore throat that I had, and that feeling of weakness in your, you know, your body, your bones and everything. But nevertheless, I want to share with you all about how in the middle of promotion and in the middle of being of something, when God is about to do something great in your life, or when he is about to do, you know, a good thing, something that seems to be a good thing in your life, look out for, pray for the people that are helping you. Okay? When God is about to do something good in your life, by way, everything that happens good in your life obviously is by way of people. People need people, right? This whole world moves and shifts based on people and everything in it. So those that come into your life that are going to help you, that are going to see you for who you are based on who God created you to be, the best in you, the good in you, and those people now are in your path and they're about to help you, y'all better pray for them people. Pray for those people. And just pray for those people. Right before I got this sickness, right before I got this cold, I had this dream. Well, I would say once the cold started coming on, I had the dream, like the second day. And then the next day was supposed to be a Monday. Now, the dream that I had, it was this helicopter. And the helicopter, guys, the helicopter was just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. It was spinning people out of its way. It was allowing people to be people to be caught up. Like, people were like going into the wind and they were floating. And in the middle of all this happening, somehow, like, I'm having insight seeing what's going on outside, but somehow I'm inside as well with my husband. And I was able to see on the outside what was going on. And a particular person who is currently in my promotion journey at the moment, I began to see that particular person, you know, well, it's several people involved in that promotion journey, but I began to see this particular person specifically, and the blades on the helicopter began to spin and they put their hand out for some reason. And when she placed her hand out, the blades began to spin at her hand. They began to spin at her hand as to chop her hand up. And then for some reason the men in the plane took the blades off while they were moving and were using the blades as a weapon, and they were going from house to house. And in the home now, that's when it switches to the perspective. In the home, my husband and I are in one of the homes, and I am telling him, come on, we got to get up out of here. We got to get up out of here, or hide under the bed, or, I'm, for some reason, I knew to hide. But once we saw them coming into the room, we saw that they had these blades that they were now spinning. They were using them as a weapon to certain people. They were looking for people in particular. And it's just something else. And I immediately woke up. I jumped up out of the dream. And this was the Sunday, I believe, into the Monday. The next day, certain individuals that are actively involved in that promotion journey were out. Why were they out? Well, one, I know for sure. Why were they out? Just like myself, sickness came over them all of a sudden, and with similar symptoms. Y'all, pray in the middle of something good, and in the middle of promotion, in the middle of one level to the next, in the middle of God's mercies and goodness on your life being manifested, pray for them. Pray for those who are going to be actively involved. So let's say you're going to purchase a home, the realtor. Pray for the realtor. Pray for the lawyer involved in the closing. Pray for the lender. Pray for them. Pray for them. Pray for them, guys. Because if the enemy can't get to you, and he's trying, he's going to try to get to those who are actively in that journey and in that process of that elevation. So stay encouraged. Also, when you see things are, and I said this in a video about a week ago, when you see turmoil, when you begin to see foolishness all of a sudden happening all around you in your life, just know something is about to happen. I'm sure people over 30, in your 20s, there's so much living to do. And even somebody in their 20s could have noticed this if they pay attention and if they have experienced this very thing. But long story short, when you live life, the more you live life, you begin to realize and notice the enemy's tactics and his patterns. When directly before a moment or a season of elevation, that's when the enemy come in what seems like a flood to try to distract you, derail you. And you hear it all the time, but guys, it is absolutely true. This is how he operates. It's to derail you, it's to distract you, and to get you off course. But you have to stay on the course, keep the goals in mind. It's not easy. Everybody think that's when people saying keep focused, that they're saying that it's going to be easy. No, it's not going to be easy. But just know this is how he operates. So you know that passing through this, not staying at it, passing through this, you're one step closer. Every day that you make it through it, you're one step closer to greater. You're one step closer to what the manifestations of what God had for you.